This is the daily market report for today, July 22nd, 2022. Let's go to Trade Seasonal and click on Start Scanning. Oh, little glitch there. I'm going to go to Dow 30 and I am logged in with a free account right now. That's why I can see more than 10 opportunities. Top of the list again is Microsoft at the maximum number of hold days. 280 days, it's made average of 18.89% with a 8.88% standard deviation. Let's just quickly take a look at the seasonal chart. It's just very strong. United Healthcare also pegged almost at the maximum. Average of 20.82%. That's until April 27th. Merck is a short term. 23 days, made an average of 3.11%. Very strong up movement right here. And it ends on August 19th. This looks like a pretty decent trade. And look at Merck. When it makes a high over here, then it goes sideways to down for rest of the year. So after August 19th, Merck is definitely not the best choice for holding the stock for rest of the year. Merck becomes a very good choice. I mean, seasonally, I want to buy Merck in March, mid-March, right around here, and hold it out all this way. Or just short term right now. Walmart's also pegged near maximum. Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble is a great stock to hold starting toward the end of June all the way to the end of the year. It's a very strong stock, but take a look. It goes sideways from beginning of the year until June, end of June, and then it takes off. J&J, a long term, 267 days. Here's a shorter Apple one, my favorite stock. It tends to go up almost all the time. However, Apple does have a weak month, and that is September. See that? It doesn't go up sharply, basically. That's all it means, that it's weak. IBM, my favorite short. Look at this. It just dives off a cliff on October 16th. So let's say it's a great short at the beginning of October and then cover after the drop. It drops sharply, and this is 10 years. Look at this. How does it look over 20? It's still there. See that? Over 20 years, there's that sharp drop. Same time. This is a great short opportunity right there. Let us go to... Today we'll go to Russell 1000. Nextra Energy, top of the list, 257 days till April 5th. It's made an average of 13.72%. How does the seasonal chart look? It looks pretty decent. Look, it has this drop right here from August 20th to end of September. This may be a better choice to purchase right here, end of September. Although this is fine to buy right now and just keep it, but the opportunity really seems to seasonally start right there, beginning of October. Nvidia, still on the list. Very strong buy, 58 days. In 58 days, it's made an average profit of 11.17%. And look at the light green part. It's actually gone quite a bit higher last 3 years. Like in 2020, it closed up 16.8%, but it had an average of 20%, 24% in addition. So you could have made 40% if you could have sold at the peak right there. And last year, 2021, 7.7%. 77%. And if you would have bought at the, sold at the peak, you would have gotten additional almost 10%. So you could have made up to 17% if you sold up here. American Financial Group. 60 days it's made average of 2.7%, but with a low standard deviation, so this is a decent trade. It's very consistently moving up, but look at all the light green part. This stock's gone up sharply and then retreated. Okay, anything different on Wilshire? We have the Exponent Inc. Average of 15.33% in 251 days. Let's take a look at anything short term. There's a short opportunity for a $16 stock, Digimark Corporation. It's dropped an average of 7.41%, but make sure you understand that the stock is low in price. I mean, it's only $16. Flagstock Bancorp made an average of 6.02% in 18 days. With a low standard deviation, this is another good opportunity to consider. Here's the very sharp up, but it keeps going up rest of the year too. Adtran and Neonode. Let's also take a look at ETFs. $129 days made an average profit of 4.46%. This is high dividend yield Vanguard. These short-term ones have very small average profit, so I'm gonna ignore them. This one's slightly higher. 7 days it's made 1.89%. And this one's made an average of almost 4%. Dropped natural gas ETF. I actually want to take a look at this. Look at that. There's a sharp drop in FCG. And we are just riding a portion of it right here in this trade. Let's look at all the data. 14 years. Yeah, there's a peak in April 29th. And it bottoms on August 19th. I'm just quickly gonna look at indices also. Let's see what are 3-month bonds. Treasury bills are, it's bearish. Expect interest rates to go up. VIX, very bullish for the next 79 days. Look at this. Let's look at all of our VIX data. So VIX seasonally takes off and it peaks on October 7th. It starts July 14th. It's big rise right there. Look at 2015. It went up sharply and then came down. And 2020, it went up a lot and then retreated to almost break even. GSPC, S&P 500 last 10 years. Oh, I was looking at the wrong chart. I thought I'm looking at this one. Look at that. This has gone up for rest of the year. S&P 500 is pretty much up. It's like has average sideways moves right there. But there is a very bullish S&P 500 opportunity I'm going to talk about when it comes October. Stay tuned for that one. That's it for today. It was a long one.